Pretty nice turnout, huh? Pretty nice turnout. Well, I'm a son of Massachusetts, and I'm in it to win it. I'm here tonight, despite all of the wonderful things that the Boston Globe have been writing about me as of late. And I'm not here to blame anybody, blame the Democrats, blame any sector here in the state. But the only reason that I'm running is that my home state is failing. Our cities and towns are failing. And one of the Democrats' answer to that is to give the city of Lawrence, that is having everybody indicted up there, $36 million basically to spend the way they want. The Commonwealth will have to back it up with really no oversight whatsoever. I come from the private sector. That is not the way you square things away. And I am not for any bailouts whatsoever. I have seen bailouts don't work for us. Bailouts don't work for Main Street. Bailouts work for Wall Street. And my Republican opponent had one of the best bailouts in the history of the Commonwealth. But bailouts do not work for us. So where do we go from here? I think I have the right solutions at the right time, really to skinny down state government and return the funds back to the cities and towns. They are just getting destroyed right now. They're basically at 2002 local aid levels adjusted for inflation. And there is no entity, no business, no institution, no household that can keep taking double-digit increases in health care each and every year for the last 10 years. Increases in the cost of utilities and the cost of the contracts that they've been forced to sign and all, and have any chance, any semblance of making this thing work and give you back any property tax relief at all. Down where I live on Cape Cod, on Monday, the Cape Cod Times announced that 18,000 people on Cape Cod were unemployed. That is not a recession that the Democrats are touting that is almost over. That is a depression down there. And things are going to get even worse, folks. The jobs are not coming.
I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. There are a lot of other things you could be doing, like your kids' science project, or your other kids' homework, but you're here with us. Our conversation was about this healthcare reform bill in Washington, which I think, as many of you know, is coming to a vote on Sunday. It's really important. If you care about the healthcare system, if you care about your healthcare, if you care about our healthcare system, really important that you pick up the phone tomorrow and you call your congressperson and you tell them that you're opposed to that legislation. Steve Lynch, to his credit, came out today and said he is opposed to that legislation. He's not going to vote for it. Mike Capuano, pretty liberal guy, okay? He basically came out and said he doesn't know if he can vote for it either. These folks need to hear from you. They need to hear from you. There's tremendous pressure coming from the other side. Please, pick up the phone tomorrow at some point, call your elected representative, make your voice heard on this issue. It is really, really important that between now and Sunday, these folks hear from as many real people as they possibly can. We entered this race back in August. At that point in time, we had no office, no campaign, no staff, no nothing, just a hope and an expectation that we needed to take this state in a different direction, and maybe we could build up some support for that notion and support for this campaign. And the first thing I want to do is say thank you to the many people who are here tonight who've become part of this campaign since we got into it. This has been a humbling and a joyous experience for me as a candidate. We have 10,000 people who signed up to support our campaign. We have 10,000 people who've contributed to our campaign. We have 200 town captains. We have a virtual army in the making of supporters in this election. And I'll tell you something, with the machine that will be coming in the other direction come next fall, it's going to be really important that we have as many boots on the ground as we possibly can. And I think we're off to a terrific start, and I'm looking forward to doubling and tripling the number of people who are involved in this campaign between now and next fall. I got into this campaign for one reason and one reason only. I was fed up with what I saw going on Beacon Hill. You do not solve a fiscal crisis at the state level in the Commonwealth of Mass by raising taxes in the middle of a recession and cutting local aid. You know, Christy and I may disagree on some things, but the one thing we've both said since the get-go on this is cutting local aid is the wrong way to solve the fiscal problem. It just pushes the state's problems down onto the cities and towns. We need to stop doing that as a solution to the state's fiscal problem, just as we need to stop raising taxes.